Peace and blessings, kings and queens, and welcome back to my channel. I first want to thank you for clicking on the video because you didn't have to, but as always, I am so glad that you did. So guys, we are here. Countdown is almost officially over. I have about 2.5, maybe 3 days left here in this trailer. So today is Tuesday, January 31st. My plan is to have pods. I don't know if you guys are familiar with pods. They're like a shipping container type thing. They're going to be dropping off the shipping container tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I work a half a day tomorrow. If I had any sense, I would have taken this week off along with next week because I'm pretty much off most of next week. But I'm kind of just rushing myself, and I should have just took the time off, but I'm being a good little worker bee, and I didn't want to give my, co-workers any, extra burden, but at the expense of my own sanity and, trying to get all this done because it's just me moving. I don't have anybody else to help me pack up and do all this other stuff. And I should have taken advantage of the fact that my son was at school and I could have just did what I had to do during the day. Because when he's here, he just likes to be around me and I can't really focus on what I need to do. But that's neither here or there. It is what it is. So tomorrow they're supposed to be dropping off the pod. I hired a moving company to do the labor for me. Once I have everything packed up, they're going to put the boxes and everything inside the pod's container. And I did that because I've been having, my back aches. I can't really do a lot of lifting and moving a lot of stuff around. And that's probably because I have all this extra weight on me. But that's just a whole nother story. But I just can't. It's a lot of, pressure on my back. And I just can't do it. So they're going to move all my things into the shipping container. They're supposed to pick the shipping container up Thursday. So the pod gets dropped off tomorrow, which is Tuesday. The movers are going to come Thursday to load up. And then also on Thursday, the pod folks are going to come pick up the pod to have it shipped to Maryland, and that's going to take about a week to get there. They said estimate they should be there February 10th. So I'm leaving here. My last day in this trailer is going to be Thursday, and I'm staying in a hotel, me and my son, just close to the airport because we're taking a plane back. I did mention I wanted to take a train, but that's just, at this point, if I took a train, it would take me probably close to 3 or 4 days to get there. And I'm just trying to get this done and over with as quick as possible, especially because I don't have the leave to take off. And again, I'm just trying to, move and get settled and then, just go back to work. So I'm staying in a hotel on Thursday. And then Friday, my plane departs at 10:55, and I should get back in Maryland around 1:15. So about 2 hours and a half. So yeah, that is my plan. For the most part, I'm packed. I'll show you a clip of how my house is looking right now, but for the most part, I am packed up. The stuff that is still kind of out is really miscellaneous stuff that we still currently use. A lot of stuff I'm not taking. I ordered a freezer, and I have a mini refrigerator. I'm just going to leave that here. I have a microwave, a deep fryer, and also because I don't have a stove in my trailer, I got a what are those called? Those hot plates, but the hot plate is built into a little oven. I'm really up in arms about that. I know I won't need it when I move to Maryland, but I'm that is really a cute little product. But to be honest, I'm just going to leave a sign. I'm going to put all this stuff outside and be look, if you want it, you can take it. It's in good condition. I'm trying not to hoard anything because I really don't need it, and I need to stay in that frame of mind When I first came to Florida, I was really into the minimalistic type of lifestyle, but I found myself acquiring things that I really didn't need, but I just wanted it. And a lot of times it was out of being bored, possibly having a little extra cash and just doing stuff that I ain't had no business doing. So I'm trying to go back to Maryland to have that same mindset of a minimalist and just, have what I need. And it's okay to get things that you want, but not to acquire too much stuff, But yeah, so a lot of that stuff I'm just leaving here. But I'm really ready. What I was gonna do with the trailer, initially the plan was to kind of fix it up a little bit and then sell it. Then the FEMA inspector came by and said that my trailer is unlivable. I did have a coworker who was interested in taking over for me, and at that point then the inspector was like, it's unlivable. I explained this to my coworker because I'm not going to have her being in a place that is considered unlivable. I gave her all the information and she still wanted it at that time. And I was like, if you still want it, you can have it. I was just going to give her the trailer. I mean, I am being blessed in so many ways that I'm not going to try to squeeze any type of money out of this trailer because it does have a lot of work that needs to be done. What the inspector found was it has some mold. Like I said, the floors, you can barely walk on it. The only place in my trailer that the floors are halfway decent is the bathroom. But every place else in my trailer, and there's only 3 rooms, it's the front room, the bathroom, and then this bedroom. And the more I'm sitting here at my desk, this is my workspace, the more the floor is breaking away. Like, truly, it's like the floors are falling in. And then that whole front section, by the front door, the sliding doors, that whole area is just wasting away. And the salt water is just still eating away at this poor little trailer. But it is definitely, I guess, bittersweet for me moving back to Maryland. I really had hopes and aspirations about moving here. And I know I was supposed to talk about why I moved here in the first place. But I promise I will do that when I get back to Maryland. I'm going to actually talk about my whole journey, why I came to Florida, and all the way up to me leaving and coming back home to Maryland. But I really had high hopes. I'm a huge fan of the teeny house community. I always wanted to live in a teeny house. And when I found this trailer, I was like, okay, I finally got me a little teeny house. But with being in a teeny house and you have children, you may be content if it was just you by yourself. But if you have a child, that child grows. And my son is really outgrowing this space. And in order for us to be content and happy, whether I was going back to Maryland or not, I needed to find a bigger place so he can stretch out. It's truly like having a little seed in a plant, like a little pot, and it grows, and you have to change the pot so the plant can continue to grow. And I view this little teeny house as, the pot is too small for my son and he needs a bigger pot. So that is my plan, guys. I can't believe it's here, man. It's been such a journey and an experience. I don't regret coming here because out of everything that I've been through while I lived in Florida, I know that it has made me a better person. It has prepared me for something. I don't know what God has in store for me, but it's prepared me for something. And I just have to take it with a grain of salt. I was talking to my niece, and me and my niece, we hold fellowship every now and then because we could talk about God all day long. But as I was living here in this trailer. One reason why I didn't move any sooner is because it was so cheap to be here. I own the trailer, and the lot fee was only $450. It went up from $350 to $450, so it's gone up $100 in the 5 years that I've been here. And that's really hard, especially with all of this inflation, with these apartments, the rent being ridiculous. It's hard to leave something where you're paying $450 and, you know, being able to be comfortable where you are, because I was pretty much comfortable here once I got myself into a job that I really liked and was paying me well. And my job is going with me. I don't have to leave my job. I'm guessing you guys might have figured that out. So I'm thankful in that regard that I don't have to move back to Maryland and not have work or anything. This past month has been very overwhelming. I just didn't know where to start with a lot of things, and you know, like I said, I'm by myself, and I'm happy that I'm going back to Maryland to be around family. Because being around family, my family anyway, is going to be helpful for me. I know not everyone gets along with their family, but I get along with my family fine. We all have our ups and downs and, you know, trivial little, you know, disagreements, but 90% of the time we love each other and we get along great. My nephew already said that he's going to take my son to go get his hair cut and, you know, spend time with him, and that's going to allow me to have some me time that I don't get. I don't get to have any me time, especially because the place is so small. We're always in each other's face, and it's a lot. It's a lot on a single mom who just has no time for myself. You lose yourself, you know, a lot of times when you have children, because you're just focused on making sure that they're okay and have what they need, and you sometimes neglect yourself. And I have really neglected myself because I just don't have time for myself, you know. And you know, I look around this trailer and I'm just like, wow, this has been an experience out of my life. I actually, you know, can say that I relocated to another state. I had nobody here. It was just me. And I toughed it out for 5 years, you know. I was here for like 5 years, you know, doing the thing, you know. And I feel that that's an accomplishment within itself, you know. So I don't look at this as a failure. I did have plans to go back even before Hurricane Ian. The thought was planted in my head way back then, because the whole time I've been down here, the only relative that I've seen face to face with my sister, and she came down here to see me. I have not seen my mom since 2018. I FaceTimed her a few times, but she doesn't like that. And we talk on the phone constantly, but I have not physically hugged my mom since 2018. And I have an older brother that I haven't seen since then. And like I said, he has a daughter, and I haven't had any time. The last time I saw her, she was a baby. She wasn't even walking. So it's, you know, I feel good about this next chapter in my life. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on how everything is going. And yeah, I'm heading on back to Maryland. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut out. I'm going to give a quick tour of how everything is looking, with all these boxes and bags and trash all over the place. And I'll see you when I see you. Be blessed.